Hi everyone, I'm back. Well, I have gave it all a coat of Galleria Gloss Medium. Okay, so it will make sure it's going to stand the test of time. It isn't quite dry on the top yet, so you'll see there's still quite white patches. But the base is almost dry. It's a bit tacky at places, but I'm not that bothered with that. And I have put the medium right up over the paint as well. Now you'll notice I've put a rim around the top. That's for the box lid, because sometimes these paper mache boxes, if you have too many layers, the box just won't fit the lid. So I didn't want that, so I have left a space where the lid will be. And what I'll do is just above that is I will start my trim there, so it will hide where that merges type of thing. But first of all, I'm going to add my felt to the bottom, and I have added a bit of paper to the bottom so that where the felt finishes you won't notice any different. And I'll just be trimming round this as I go. It's near enough the right size, but I'll just hot glue it, and then once it's all glued down I will just trim around it. I'll just bring you in a wee bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I've pulled out this lace as well. I'm going to put this one on first on the bottom under where the lip is, and this one here is going to go on the top here with some pearls or some bling. I'm not 100% sure yet on what I'm exactly going to do. Right, so I'll get my glue gun and just start by gluing this down, and I'm using a fair bit at this corner just to get me started. Okay, and where's my wee defreeze? Somebody's moved them. Typical in this blooming house. You would think having my own craft room I would be able to get my hands on what I need when I need it. No, not in this room, because somebody always moves everything. Right, there we go. I'm just taking out one of these wee finger protectors that Mel sent me, and it's just to protect my wee finger. Right, so I'm just going to run some hot glue right along here, and then just bring it down and give it a good squidge to make sure it holds. Okay, and I'm not fussed about this wee bit overlapping. I'm going to trim that, that's not a problem. Okay, now I'm going to come up here because I want to pull this a wee bit to make sure it comes up where I want it. Yeah, it'll fit fine. So I'm just coming across here. And just, I need to slightly pull this up a bit here. That's it. And then I'll do this side. I just like making sure that my boxes are finished off beautifully. I don't like anything being left undone. I'm a bit funny that way. So that'll include feet and felt and painting inside the box. a lot of folk don't bother, but for me I think it's important. Right, so I'm just going to pull out my scissors and we'll trim round. So to trim it round, I'm just slightly undercutting. Okay, and it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. I've got to turn it that way so I can see what I'm cutting. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Now those wee loose bits here at the corners and that, I will go back in with Anniexhx tacky glue and just make sure they're all stuck down perfectly. I don't want too much hot glue on it. Right, so now I need to put feet on it. So I've got some beads here. I just need to pull out a wee handful. So I need 4 the same. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we'll put the rest of them away. Now for these, just a bit of hot glue on the bottom, an ear corner, smoosh it around a wee bit and then just press it down. And smooshing it down a wee bit and wiggling it will just help that work into the felt. So actually it helps it to stick better. Okay, same again, wee bit of hot glue. Wee wiggle. And then just hold it in. And you'll see my finger going bright red because of the amount of pressure I'm putting on it. There we go. As I said, these are just wee finishing touches that just make your box go from being nice to being stunning, in my opinion. Which obviously doesn't count for much, but I personally don't see the point in doing it unless you're going to do it properly. So we wiggle and then just press it down. Okay. And that just means it gives it a bit of height off the floor as well. Okay. Oops, get rid of the wee bits of felt. Right, so I'm going to just roughly stick this on a minute just so I can get my level. It should be just about there anyway. Yeah, I'm just about there. So I'm going to get, where's my, what am I looking for? I had a pencil. And it's grown legs as per usual. So, let's see what I've got here. That should do. Just using one of my Intense pencils, and I'm just really lightly going to go round. Yeah, that's doing the job. Just going round and marking where my box lid finishes so that I know where I'm putting my first trim. Okay, and I've chose a blue colour so I can see it and I can show you it on camera, but you can use any colour. When I was sticking down my book pages, I actually just scored it with my craft knife. As you'll see, it was a wee bit sticky there because it's not 100% dry yet. But you'll see there now where I've drawn that line, that's where I need to put my first layer for my trim. So I'm using this gorgeous double layer. Make sure I've got plenty out. Cut it there. Sorry about that, and that's giving me a wee tiny bit over as well. There we go. This just keeps all my laces nice and tidy so they're not messing up my craft room too much. Oops, got a wee bit of felt on the end of that there. Wow. There we go, that's it off now. Right, so I'm just putting a wee bit on the back of the lace first, okay? Just to put it down. And I'm just going on my blue line there, okay? Making sure it's stuck down properly. Oh. And then I'm just going to come along and put a wee run on the blue line. And you'll be fine if you drop any hot glue on the rest of it. Don't worry, because you've got gloss medium on it, so it'll just pick off. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Absolutely love this lace. And 90% of the time as crafters, we tend to use a lot of creams and white and neutral colours, but the lilacs are just so pretty, and they are girly, but they're taking you away from the pink, and just giving you a wee change. And that's, as I said, I absolutely love purple lilac shades because of that reason. They're not your go-to girly colour, but they're still girly. Right, so over to this side, and I've got a wee tangle here. So, and we're just going along this wee line again. And just going right along it. That actually has stuck too quickly, so I'm picking that off and I will start again. You've just got to work so quick sometimes when you're working with these hot glues, because they just stick near enough on contact now. Which I don't know why, because my house is absolutely roasting to the point where, I mean, I'm having to open windows in the house because Ian's going to bed at night with the heating up at bloody 25. I'm cooking, and my medication, I really do sweat a lot with it, and I'm getting up in the morning and having to go for a shower because I'm absolutely ringing, and I'm having to wash linen every day. It's driving me bananas. All because he's getting cold. Gonna end up throwing him in the boys' room so I can get peace. Right, so we're coming round to the back again. So just another wee line, and I'm just going to slightly overlap that there and hope I've gave myself enough time. Yeah, I have. So I'm just going to put another wee bit of hot glue on here just so it overlaps nicely. Perfect. So I'm just going to trim this wee bit off. That's extra. There we are. Stunning. And as you'll see, it's just a nice length for the box. Oh, gobby glue strands. It is just a nice length for the box. And you can still see the paper under the white, so it's not hiding the paper, which I like. Okay, so that's that part done. Ugh. Honestly, someone needs to invent a glue gun that doesn't leave strands, because this drives me bananas. Absolutely drives me potty. Right. Now, as I said, I probably will need to give the inside another coat because it is a bit sketchy. But I want to get on and try and get some other bits done. So, yeah, I like that. And it's just a nice height. So, what I'm going to do now is I'll put that aside for the minute and concentrate on the top part. So I'm going to use this lace here in a similar fashion to what I did with the first lace, only it'll be going round the lid side. Oh, I was wondering what was going on there, but it's caught in the top one. Right, let me see how much I need of this. Go round, go round, go round, snip there. Oops. Pins want to come with me. There we go. That'll do it. And pin it back down. Move that out the road. There we are. Right. Now for this one, I need to try and hide the seam. So I'm going to bring it down just a wee bit so I can put pearls or bling on top of it to hide it and disguise it a wee bit, okay? And this one I am going to start at the corner, just so that I can disguise it again. Alright, so, and I'm doing it in smaller stages this time. In fact, I wonder if my bead might go on at the same time. Let's see what I've got here. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my bead on at the same time, and it'll just save me going back round it in a minute. Right, so just put a wee bit on here. I'm saying a wee bit, it's actually quite a lot, because I want it to go through both the lace and my pearls, if I can, which it should do. Yeah, that's holding fine. Might want to push it up a wee bit though. What do you think? So I just need to glue down that wee corner part, because remember I didn't really start there. So I'll just go in there a wee bit and glue that on. There we are. Love it. Right, so pull back the pearl. Oops, that pearl's not went right across. I think we will need to do it in 2 layers. But that's fine, I don't mind. So I will just continue along here. Wow, that's hard. Right, so next stop, pearls. So I'm just going to come along the top here with my pearls. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So again, just going right across and just pushing them down. I think it just looks so pretty. And again, you can still see the book paper through the purple. And there's actually still wee flashes of the purple paint underneath as well. You can see wee bits, which is quite pretty. Right, so next layer of lace. And that's going about there. Just and then we're going to cross with a pearl. And just the same applies, just pushing it in, making sure that it's stuck down properly. And I'm just putting my fingers in at the back and the inside of the lid and pushing up as well, so that I'm not weakening the lid too much. It's really pretty. And then we're going across here. Whoops. A wee bit of misread one there. I'm picking some of the glue off of that because I did put a lot down that wasn't needed. But as I said, it just falls off because it's on gloss medium. It is literally just a matter of rubbing it and it comes off. But there I don't have any under it now, so I need to go back in there with a wee bit. Urgh. Perfect. Right. Right, Mr. Tim Holtz, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, come up with a glue gun, okay? The amount of money we give you as crafters, you need to do something for us. Find a glue gun that doesn't blooming kill us all, leave strands everywhere that dements us. Yeah. I'm making a bit of piggery of this now. I'm just making too many errors because I'm just not concentrating hard enough. Right, so there's a bit of glue on one of these that I need to take off. There, it's there. That bit. Right, take two. Oh, don't start, Pearls. You've been good so far. There we go. Right, and peel that back and put the last wee bit on at this side. There we go. So we're going round to this side now. And we're on the home straight. So another wee line of glue for our lace. And I'm just dabbing it in. And then we'll go in with our pearls. Just going along and just press them in. Right, so I'm going to snip that here. There we go. And I'm going to snip this here, but I'm going to snip it at an angle. Okay, so it might be easier. It is. So I'm cutting from the bottom and I'm coming up at an angle so that the bottom of it is still overlapping, but the top part of it is neat. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue up here because this wee pedal's a bit loose, and just press it down. Okay, and with these wee parts here, I'm just slightly overlapping those two, just to see what I've got, and then I'm just going to trim that wee part because I don't need it, and this little part there. Okay, and I'm just adding literally the tiniest spot of glue, and it's just enough to hold that corner in place so you wouldn't know that there was a join there. Okay, so that's where trim round that done. That side's a bit wobbly for some reason. I'm just going to go in here with just another tiny wee bit of hot glue because it's for some reason a bit wobbly. There we go. That side's fine. The wee loose bit there as well. It's just things like this I just like to check before I go any further with it, because if there is a flaw I want to repair it before I give it out. That's fine there. So that's our wee lid, and when that goes on it sits absolutely beautifully against there. Okay, so now we just need to decorate the top. Now, not really sure what I want to do on the top, if I'm honest. It's meant to be a book page, so I'm thinking of doing some book page flowers. Okay, now I've got my Tim Holtz tattered floral die sitting out somewhere. I pulled it out this morning. It's here, and I'll just pull my big shot up. Take out the magnetic platform because I don't need that just now. That can go down here, and I'm going to do some tattered florals. Okay, so I'm just pulling a good few pages because you can put a good few pages through at a time. It takes quite a fair bit. So there we go, and just run it through. And as I said, you can do a fair few of these at a time, which is great. Done. And we can put that out the road for the minute. But I will be doing some more of them for... Where did I put that? Oh, it's fell, it's fine. Right, throw that over there, out the road again. Stay. Right. So, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets of flowers there. Okay. And move that out the road. Bring this back in. And where's my wee gush pad? Right, that's it. It is, it's just hiding. Got it. So this is what I make my flowers on. Simply because when you're shaping them, they come out beautifully on this. Right, so I need into my drawer, which is not easy because I've got hundreds of things on my table. Right, let me see what I've got here. That one's fine. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Right. So all I do is just start in the middle and just kind of roll my embossing tool all over it, and it gives it shape and kind of breaks up the fibres of it. I mean, that one is really quite tatty now, but that's what you're looking for. And this one, same like applies, just roll it around a wee bit. I've got this big one, same thing, just go up and down, and you can do it with the thin side if you're wanting to have like a leaf effect. It kind of folds it in. And then all you do is just for your big end again, go in the centre. And it's absolutely adorable. Layer them up together and you've got a wee flower on your page. Right, so I'm going to move that up out the road again, and we'll just make a few of these. So, I mean, these ones are big ones, so I'm just kind of breaking up the fibres of it a wee bit. And you can double these up with lace flowers as well. You can double them up with doilies. You don't need to just keep them as they are. Feel free to mess around with them, because that's what happens. You don't keep everything the same. That would just be boring. And you can also curl them if you're wanting a different effect. Once your fibres are broke up, you can just manoeuvre them however you like. Then you've got that one, then that. You get this one in the middle, and I think I'll maybe curl these wee leaves out the way. And maybe a neater curl. So just put my finger around it and just kind of wrap it in, and you'll see it gives it a kind of neat curl. And don't keep them all the same, because leaves aren't the same, petals aren't the same, every single one is different. So there we've got like that. And like that. So we've got a few there, and this one I'm just going to kind of manoeuvre the petals about a bit. and then I'll come in at the other side and just gently do that, and it'll give it a nice different effect. Okay, and you can even pinch them and make them into like flower petals, proper petals, like that. Okay, I might actually do a few like that, actually fold them up, and so I'm just cross there, oops, there's a wee tear in that one, it doesn't matter, it's going to get folded anyway. Just fold, fold again, I'll do it the other way. Yeah, I like that. Right, I'm going to get a wee circle that I cut previously. I've got a good pile of these made up. Right, so I'm just going to clean off this bit of glue before it falls on me and scalds me, and then I will put a wee dollop in the middle there and stick that down like that, and do the same with that one next to it. Okay, and just even add a wee bit in there if it's want to jump up. Whoops. So just fold it around, and again, a bit of hot glue in there, hot glue in the bottom, in the corner, and stick it down, and you'll see what you're starting to get. Oops. So I'll pull out another one. I'll add more of them. I have just going into 6. Fold it in half, quarter, or a third even. Wee bit of hot glue in the bottom, and stick it down. Yeah. Oh, and I have just noticed this swear word, so I'm glad it's no going to a family with children in it. Just off centre, refold in, and another refold. Oops, that's the glue strand starting to attack. A bit of hot glue, another wee bit of hot glue, and stick it down. And we've got one more. Just off centre, re-tuck in, another re-tuck, a bit of hot glue, another wee bit of hot glue there, and then glue it down. Ouch. Without burning yourself. So you get this wee nice flower, okay, and you can just tatty it up because it's stuck down, it's fine. You can just tatty the leaves up. Oops, that one's starting to come up a wee bit. Well, I'll just put another wee bit of hot glue in there and press it down. Then we'll just use maybe this wee centre one, or will we? Maybe use that one. Oh, I think I will. We'll use that bigger one in the centre, and then the smaller one where I've thrown it. Put that smaller one, and then I need to find a centre for that. Let me think. Button maybe? Do I want a button? Do I want one of these wee flowers in here? I've got lilac ones of them somewhere, just give me a second. Oh, in fact, I've got a wee lilac rose here that I forgot I had. That's going on. So it's an adhesive one, I'm taking that off. Taking the green off, I don't like the green on my flowers. It's just personal taste. Right, so we've got that, and I'll place that there, and what I'll do is bring up the paper flower to hold that as well. So dollop of hot glue into the centre, and then just go around and push up that small flower. Like that. I quite like that. Do I want more under it though? I think I do. I think I do. So I think I'll make these into a larger version of what I just done. So that's that. How many of these have I got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, let's see how we go. So we'll put 3 down first, 4 down, and then we can even go round it again with a few. And I'm just kind of bending the petals as well when I'm doing this one. And rather than pull out another bit of card, I'm just going to, let me see, I'll just pull out another one, I think, just to save any problems. Oops, that's a... So just the same again, tiny wee bit of hot glue in there, and a wee bit of hot glue in the bottom, and just stick it on. But this time it'll be in quarters, so it's easier to kind of judge. So I'm just going off centre and then round. Off centre, round. Bit of hot glue, a bit there. They make so pretty flowers. I absolutely love my book page flowers. I think they're just really versatile, and you can paint them, you can glossy accent them, you can beauty them, which gives you another totally different effect. You can spritz them, you can use perfect petals and things on them. Honestly, the world's your oyster with these things. Right, so I'm just going to go back round and do maybe another one, but maybe make it in thirds. So just a bit of glue and put it off centre. Yeah, I like it. A bit of hot glue in there and just there. There we go. And look at that. It's just, honestly, love it. And then we can put that one in there. Do I want to add one of them in? Yeah, I'm going to add a few of them in as well. Might as well. After all, it's a book page project. Might as well make the most out of it. Right, and then we'll put this one in. And once it's all stuck down, you can give it a good scrumple about and there we go. Do you know what I mean? You just make sure that the leaves do what you want them to do. Much prettier. Oh aye, definitely. Definitely. Right, so we want that around there, so that can get stuck on. And I want some feathers. Feathers, feathers, feathers. Stay. Right, so I think just the one and a smallish one if I can find one that's kind of small. There we go, first time. So we'll bring that out from about here, I think. Oh yeah. Yep, looks perfect. So I'm just lifting this up a wee bit. Wee dollop of glue in there. And then just gently get my wee feather in and just position it down. And I think that looks stunning. I don't think I want to do much more to it. Maybe add a wee bit of pearl up here, but then that'll be it. I think if I add much more to it, it's just going to take it away from it. Right, I've got some of this leaf beaded trim that I got from Amanda, so I think I'll use some of that. Oh yeah. Right, so I'm going to snip there, 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 and I'll bring these out from different layers of the last. I'm putting them in there. I like that. I like how the pearls fall over the top of it. I'll go back in your holster. Right, so that one might be around about there. And I'm just about to cut out, so when it cuts, that'll be me. I won't be adding much more to it anyway. It will just be finishing touches. So I will let you go and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.